Lt250r update. As you can see, I got the case back together. I took off most of the excess sealant that was left here. I gooked oil sealant on both cases, like really good. I ran out of a full tube of the gray sealant because I had to make sure like it was layered on pretty good. Some of it went on the casting rod. I'm gonna get that off. That's no problem. Same thing happened on my YZ, but I got most of it off. It's still like this is the way it was all around, all like lumped up and stuff. So I'm just going around peeling it off. You can see that's the way it hardens. Right now I got my kickstart back in, my counter shaft gear that just spins freely in. I got these out of the other case and I managed to torque down the screws even though like completely rounded off. I just kept hammering flat sized flat screwdriver of these in. Kept going size and size and I torqued them down really good. So I'm going to be having extra bolts. I'm going to torque this down, not today. I can't put my counterbalance in because I have all my bolts in. These on this side and all of these on this side, except for the two for the counterbalancer, which are these two because I rounded them off. And I can put them back in and torque them down easily, but I don't want to take a chance. So I already ordered two. They might be here Monday. Today is Saturday night. I already got the seal in, got my shift shaft seal in, everything, my O-rings over here. This I didn't put in because I ordered a new one because this one's kind of in bad shape, but I already ordered a new one. And then after I'm all done, I'm going to tape off the sprocket, everything, crank, after top end, after everything's back together, I'm going to give it a nice fresh coat of high temp blue. And my transmission goes through all the gears with no noise. I'm very happy about that. This I might have to come back off. I just put the power valve back in, and it works fine. When I put it in with the gear, I finally figured out which way the gear went. The rollers go on the outside. When I put it in, it spins with the crank good. And I lubed up the bearing in the back there, so as you can see, when I spin the crank, that gear turns. The only thing that's stopping me from putting the clutch basket back on is because I cannot put the counterbalancer back in yet because I have to put those two bolts. But the other thing that's stopping me from putting the top end back on is that there's a spacer that goes on the power valve over here. And that spacer, I lost it. So I won't be able to put that back on. So I'm probably going to be taking apart my power valve and cleaning it out tonight. But yeah, right now I'm going to heat up my soldering gun because the wires came out on my on this plug-in for my stator. And I spliced them in pretty good right here. But you know, I don't really want to take a chance, so I'm probably just going to solder them together. And there was another break around here somewhere. I think it's under this tape. But I'm going to fix all that now, and I can put the stator back on because, as you can see, it does not interfere with the counterbalancer, me putting that back on, so I can put the stator back on with the flywheel. I'm probably not going to put the flywheel, though, and I'll probably be, I broke the bolts for my water pump spinning impeller in there, so I'm going to drill it out and make sure the threads are still good because I already bought a new bolt. It should be here Monday also. I put my head studs in for my other case. My rod is good. I have my new crank bearings in, so the crank is still has to be broke. I'm probably going to break it in the correct way, even though I'm not putting new rings or anything. The cylinder, I'm going to be cleaning it up tonight, even though it's just like 10:30. But I really want to work on this thing. This is my old counterbalancer. At the end, it's all chewed up. And my old bolt, my old oil level bolt. The guy gave me a nice chrome one, so I'm not going to worry about it. I got a chrome 10mm, but I don't need it, so I don't really care. These are all my old transmission parts. Everything I have that's old. I'm probably going to load it up in the box just so I can keep everything together and have more room on the bench. Once this engine's done, my blaster, swing arm, everything is going to go on the bench so I can do the frame on my blaster. So hopefully I can have this motor running by Thursday or Wednesday. So comments, whenever I get the parts for my power valve and everything, then that night it's going to run because it doesn't take me long to put a top end on. Top end takes me 30 minutes probably, and then probably 15-20 minutes to drop the motor in the bike and get it running. So comment, subscribe, and pray that it runs.